Hello, once again. I'm coming again to you guys, Great Trials, with a video for the tropical cyclones, looking at impacts of tropical cyclones. So right now, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and then we want to see how these tropical cyclones can have impact on us there. We'll start with looking at tropical cyclones appearance on a satellite image. This is the appearance of a tropical cyclone on a satellite image. You need to identify this great clouds. And on a satellite image, it will appear as extensive cloud cover and clouds spiraling in a clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. And if it was going to be in the northern hemisphere, it would appear in an anti-clockwise direction. And in the middle of this cloud mass, you will see the opening there, which is what we call the eye. Remember, the central point of a tropical cyclone is an eye, and this is clearly evident on the diagram. Now, what are the impact of tropical cyclones? I've put for you some of the images on the impact of tropical cyclone, and this is mostly paragraphing questions, so it will need more of elaboration and explanation there. Tropical cyclones, because they are associated with heavy rainfalls, they do destroy infrastructure. Look at the damage of that infrastructure. Everything has been destroyed. All houses, all buildings have collapsed. All pipes, electrical pipes, everything there has been destroyed. And here you can actually see the torrential rainfall. There you can see people have the level of water is actually on at knee level for some. It means also a lot of water has entered their homes there and has also done maybe some property damage there. So these are the impacts of tropical cyclones on humans. Flooding because of torrential rainfall, and this flooding at times it can kill people as a result of drowning, especially people, those that cannot swim. Some can also be injured by this flooding. Damage to infrastructure and property, as I've highlighted before, and also damage to property will also mean that people might become homeless. People might not have even shelter. This will even lead to lack of water, lack of food shortages, lack of medical supplies, and also damage to crops and livestock. So it also impacts people in a negative way. What about the environment? The environment is not spared by the tropical cyclones because of the torrential rain and also because of the strong winds. Look at these trees falling. Remember, the winds can actually move to 160 kilometers per hour. So you find that some of these winds can actually, these tropical cyclones can also uproot even the trees. Destruction there also. Heavy torrential flooding there over these areas as a result of these tropical cyclones. So you would find that impacts on the environment can lead to coastal erosion. It can lead to strong winds on coastal areas that can also destroy vegetation. Trees can fall. It can also stimulate landslides, mass movement, which can also destroy crops, settlements, and shelter for people. And it can also cause intensive excess flooding, especially in low-lying areas, and also destroying vegetation. So with this regard, what measures can be implemented to manage our tropical cyclones? Measures that we can implement to manage our tropical cyclones. We cannot stop them, but we need to prepare and manage them. So it means weather stations can identify and predict some of these tropical cyclones. We need up-to-date equipment also on our weather stations so that they can identify and predict part of these tropical cyclones. We also need to have disaster management centers in place, which can also assist people in crisis so that they can provide food, water, medical supplies for those who might have been injured, and also providing temporary shelter. Remember, it also destroys homes of people. And also, if we have these disaster management places, then it means that we can also prepare evacuations in time so that we can save lives. And also, land use planning should also be implemented. In terms of land use planning, it means that we must limit development at our coastal areas, especially if we know that that particular coastal area can be damaged by tropical cyclones in future. So if we limit development at coastal areas, it means we are also limiting infrastructural damage and also trying to save lives and within those particular areas. Right, so I hope you are taking notes on this. You can just make sure you make additions, and I hope I've made the topic a bit clear. This is the end of my class today. Keep on subscribing, and I will meet you in my next video.